Are you a dinosaur yet? Subscribe to become one now.
Hello all dinosaurs, I'm Dan and today we have another box of Jurassic World and Jurassic Park action figures. So let's get right into it, okay? So as you guys have noticed, we don't have the comments function in this video, but if you want to leave me a comment or interact with me, you can actually go on to Instagram, okay? Because YouTube has basically removed many features for channels like myself, you know, made for kids channels. Okay, first figure right here, it's a Spinosaurus, the extreme chomping Spinosaurus. It's been a while, so some of you guys may have not noticed this or have not seen this before. Extreme chomping Spinosaurus. Next, Herbivores. This is a relatively newer dinosaur. It doesn't come with any sounds. Yeah, the Mega Dual Attack Herbivores. Okay, and the next one, it's actually the Battle Damage Albertosaurus, and I've actually seen a new photo of a repainted Albertosaurus. It is like pastel green. Looks really cool in a way, but it doesn't look that realistic in terms of the colors. So this is the Battle Damage Albertosaurus, the original version. So look out for the new one. Alright, so let's move on. Right here we have a Jurassic Park figure. This is a JP21 Casmosaurus, all the way back in 1997. Yeah, so this is a very vintage action figure. This could be even older than some of you watching this video right here. And here's another vintage figure, which is a Baryonyx JP23. This one should be 1994. Wow, this is a pretty old figure. Okay, if you move on, this is actually a Mosasaurus, real feel Mosasaurus. This is a very nice figure. I have actually two of them. One still in its packaging. Really love this figure a lot. And when I move over to a newer place, I'll be displaying all my figures, some of them in their boxes. I think that would be really cool. This is a Monolophosaurus, a Battle Damage Monolophosaurus. Looks really nice. You can actually move the jaw. Yeah, I can open it up. You can move the arms. You can move the tiny little legs. Next, we have a young T-Rex, a young Tyrannosaurus Rex. If you move the tail, the jaw will move as well. Next up, we have a Dilophosaurus. Dilophosaurus is known as the double-crested lizard because of these two crests. These two are known as frills. They are actually only seen in the Jurassic World movies. The actual dinosaurs do not have this frill right here. Alright? So this is a figure where you can actually dip it into water. You press the belly and it will actually squirt water through the mouth. Yeah, that's a really fun and creative little toy. Okay, this is the Pachycephalosaurus, the Legacy Collection, or is this a Savage Stripe Pachycephalosaurus? I think this is the Savage Stripe Pachycephalosaurus. Pachycephalosaurus is known as the thick skull lizard because of this really thick and hard skull right here, which can be used as a defensive weapon. Next up, let's move on to a Velociraptor. This is a generic Velociraptor. Swift Caesar, it is known as. And here's another one, but this one looks like it has some feathers on the top of his head. Let's move on. Oh dear, I've forgotten what's the name of this little sauropod. If you guys know, do let me know over on my Instagram account. I can't remember what is this. If you guys can help me to scan this and check out its name, that will be really helpful. It is a sauropod, but I'm not too sure what is the exact name. Okay, let's move on with the Gallimimus, which is a really fast, speedy dinosaur, Gallimimus. And right here we have a Proceratosaurus. Yep, it is a carnivore. Carnivore means it is a meat-eating dinosaur. And right here we have a Dilophosaurus. Yep, the double-crested lizard. It comes with the frill, which is a which are made of paper, but I've just removed it and place it inside my drawer just in case it go missing. Okay, so here's the Dilophosaurus. This is actually a Uno card dispenser. Pretty cool. Let's move on. I think we have about 50 different dinosaurs inside this box. And let's check out this. Let's check this out. I call this the golden velociraptor because of the paint across the face, which is shiny golden paint, which is really nice. Okay, let's move on. We have another Monolophosaurus, battle damage. Check this out. A different color variant. Looks really good as well. Right here we have a Pachyrhinosaurus. Yep, this is a old vintage, not exactly super old, all the way back in year 2010, just like 10 years. Not exactly super old if you compare it with the 1993 and 1997 figures. And here we have an Allosaurus. This is a very vintage Allosaurus, all the way back in 1993 at least, yeah, or 1997. It's a really nice figure. JP47 Site B, so this should be from 1997. Okay, let's take a look at some. This is another vintage Allosaurus, 2010 Allosaurus. It comes as a comes in the same series as the Pachyrhinosaurus. Looks really good. This is one of the best sculpted figure from Jurassic Park franchise. Love this. Let's move on. We have a Suchomimus. Suchomimus is known as the crocodile mimic. It really looks like a crocodile if you look at the face, the snout. It's really long. Yep, really scaly. Is this the dual attack? Yep, that's right. So two functions right here. One activates the tail and one activates the jaw and the neck. Suchomimus, the crocodile mimic. Okay, let's move on. We have the Concavenator right here, which is a really interesting and weird looking dinosaur. It has this protruding little, can you even call it a sail? I'm not too sure. Or could this be like a spine bone? Yeah, any of you guys know the nickname of this dinosaur? If you do know, let me know over on my Instagram. And follow me on my Instagram as well, okay? And here it's a Parasaurolophus. It is a herbivore, a plant-eating dinosaur. It is known as the near-crested lizard because of this crest. And what are the functions of this crest? You know, paleontologists, they can't really tell. Some of them mentioned that this is just for display purposes. Some of them, you know, thought that they could be used as a breathing apparatus, you know, underwater. And here it's a Baryonyx, which is known as the heavy claw. And this is a Rorivore. Listen to it. You can hear the sounds and the roars. It's really nice. There are plenty of different Baryonyx, but I love this one the most because it has this shiny, glossy, not glossy, shiny, scaly paint which resembles a fish. And this is a semi-aquatic dinosaur, which means it can live on both land and water. And having that shiny, scaly paint job really makes it more realistic. And here it's a Suchomimus, another one. This is the original one. I mean, this was the first one, and it has only one function, which activates the head. And if you were to choose between two different Suchomimers to purchase. If you like the design, I would say go with the blue one, but if you want playability, definitely go for the dual attack, cause it is two different movements. Okay, let's move on. We have the Carnotaurus. This is the old Carnotaurus, the action attack Carnotaurus, which consists of one action. But the new Command and Conquer is way better. It has two different functions and it can produce roars. The Command and Conquer, check out my previous video if you haven't seen it. And this is the Battle at Big Rock Allosaurus, okay? Looks really good. This is also a dual attack figure, two different functions, looks really good. Allosaurus is known as the different lizard. Any one of you guys know why it is nicknamed the different lizard? If you guys know, just comment over on my Instagram. And here it's a Ceratosaurus. This is a Herbivore, and somehow the sounds are not working, but if you press it long enough, sometimes it can still produce sound, so it is slightly faulty. Yep. Maybe it is running out of battery, I'm not too sure. Ceratosaurus is known as the horned lizard because of this small little horn in front of its snout. Okay, I'm still trying to activate the sound, but as you guys can see, it is no longer working. Okay, let's move on to our next little figure, which is the Indominus Rex. And this Indominus Rex is actually translucent to resemble its camouflaging abilities, which means it can actually blend itself with the surroundings so that it is actually hard to spot it. Okay, let's move on. We have a vintage Pachycephalosaurus. Yep, this looks like a Pachycephalosaurus. And this is a Jurassic Park one, which is all the way back in 1997. Yeah, Jurassic Park figure. Alright, and this is the Battle at Big Rock. What is this figure? Oh my goodness, this is I can't remember the name of this. This is not a Triceratops. This is not a Protoceratops. This is not a Pachyrhinosaurus. This is actually, it's not a Pantherceratops. Oh my goodness, I can't remember the name of this dinosaur. If you guys know, please help me out. You know, too bad the commands function is no longer working, otherwise plenty of you guys will be commenting. And here is a Baryonyx, okay, and this is a Herbivore. Yep, this is the new Herbivore. I mean, it's not exactly new, but it is the latest one. Okay, let's move on. We have a Pachyrhinosaurus Herbivore right here. Oh dear. The sounds are no longer working as well. Oh, there you go. You can hear the stomping sound, but somehow it is not working very well. That's really weird. Okay, let's see what else we've got. We have a vintage Baryonyx, which is also known as the Heavy Claw. That's the nickname of this figure. And this is a figure all the way back in 1997, so could be older than some of you guys out there. And our last figure of the day is the Ankylosaurus Herbivore. Okay, there you go. The sounds are working, but somehow the button for the Ankylosaurus gets stuck at times. Okay, check this out. Yep, that's all. So I need the help of you guys to name some of these action figures and dinosaurs. So if you do know, you can drop me a comment on my latest video over there, okay? And do let me know which one is your most favorite figure from me inside this box. If I were to pick one as my most favorite, I would definitely go with the real feel Mosasaurus. What about you guys? Let me know. And I'll see you guys in the next video really soon. And thank you. We have reached, or we are almost reaching 800,000 subscribers. Just want to say a huge thank you to you guys. And hopefully we will be able to reach 1 million subscribers really soon. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.